I love to bake my own bread. So I've made many breads, but I've never filmed it, never recorded it, never uploaded it. So today we're making bread. And it's a hard bread, but it's not soft. I don't know if it's like a regular hard bread, but it tastes good and I love to make it. So in this bowl I already have the flour, and to that I'll add half a cup of sugar. And today I am using rapid fast acting yeast, and generally I have to put the yeast in the warm milk and warm water and let it rise. When you're doing the instant yeast or the fast acting yeast, you don't have to let anything rise. You can pour it right in. So we're gonna pour this right in here. All the dry ingredients. This is 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and I'm gonna put quarter pack of butter, which is what's that, 4 ounces? Yeah. So we're gonna mix everything together, mixing it all, get everything combined, and I'm gonna break up the butter with my hands, and then I'll come back and show you. Then we'll add the milk. Okay. So I've mashed up the butter, break up the butter, This is looking almost like fine breadcrumbs. That's what happens when you break up butter into flour. So now I'm gonna add some milk, and I warm this milk. It's not very hot, just warm. The milk should not be over 120 degrees, okay? So if you don't, just warm it, just regular Jamaican style warm. We say we warm something. It's not boiling. Yeah, bread is easy to make, and most people don't think about how easy it is, but it's pretty easy. So if you want to try this, it would be good to try this to try to make your own bread, because you know what's going in there, and it's healthier. So I'm gonna get this into the dough, finish rolling the dough, and I'll come back when I'm ready. So you could check on the cocoa bread recipe. I made cocoa bread, and in that recipe you will in that video you'll see where I use the regular active dry yeast, and I had to proof the yeast in the milk and so on. So you could, if that's the kind of yeast you get when they sell at the supermarket, they always hang somewhere down the aisle or on a shelf in a box. So you could just buy those, or they sell yeast in bottles. You could buy a whole bottle. I do have a whole bottle of yeast here, but for this time I am actually trying the quick yeast. So I'll see if it comes out the same way. But I do have a cocoa bread recipe, yes, as I said, and you can check how I made that one. All right. But this is I'm gonna make this a couple dough, a couple bread rolls out of this or something, so you can keep watching what I do. I really have right here, I have flour on the board, and I used a little water in this a while ago because milk wasn't enough, so I would say a cup of milk and a half cup of water. I didn't want to use all milk. So anyway, I'm gonna put this over here. My dough is ready. I'm putting it in this grease bowl. I put oil in it all over, so when it's coming out it's much easier. And I also spin this around just so that the oil get all over it, so you don't have a skin anywhere. So it's gonna stay here and it's gonna rise. They call that you're proofing the dough. So it's gonna rise, stay here and rise. I'm gonna cover it with saran wrap, and before when I come back, I'll show you how high it is and the size of the dough and what I'm gonna do with it, because we're gonna top it down. To rise. Have it right on the top of the stove. Yeah, sometimes you could put it inside your oven, but not turn your oven on. Just put it in there because of the pilot light, your oven is always warm. So, but anyway, I think it will be fine because in here it's kind of warm in here. So leave it there, and when it's proof, we'll come back and thump it down. So my dough has risen way up. It didn't come to the top, but it wasn't a lot. So I'm going to take it out of this container. And I'm going to, see, look at that. You're going to thump it down a bit. Get out some of the air out of it. And And I'm gonna roll it. Sorry. I'm gonna roll it. I put a little flour on here and I'm gonna roll out, get rid of some of the air, as much of the air as you can, because I want this dough to be hard, like our hard dough bread. So you roll it out, and I'm going to put, so I'll just keep rolling it and I'll show you the next step. These little thing, I'm gonna roll them up, but I'm just cutting a few. One I'm gonna roll and put in the cake tin, but these I'm gonna make rolls with. So I'm gonna roll them up. So I've rolled up my dough, and this one I made a knot. I made knots and I put them in this cake tin. You know, it's one of those disposable ones. And these I made some rolls. So they go, when it bakes, it's gonna, you know, they're gonna get much closer together, and it's like those rolls you used to buy in the store or buy in the store. This one I'm gonna put in here for one roll. So I'm gonna leave them to proof again. Press that down and make it yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna leave this in here to rise again. I'm gonna show it to you just before I put them in the oven. Okay. And I'm gonna put a little oil on it, melting a little butter to coat the bread with. So I'll put that in here. Butter is melted, and I'm gonna use it to coat the bread with the butter. And I'm gonna put them to rise again. I'm gonna rise up again a little more, and then when I think they're risen enough, I will put them in the oven. Bread is easy to make, and if you ever want to try your hand at it, just go for it. Pretty easy. Just need yeast. It's the only difference. You need yeast and some flour. Yeah, and all the other stuff. But these are risen to in the pan or the container to where I think they're ready now to be put in the oven. Remember how low that was? Look at these. They were separate. Now they're touching each other because they've risen again, and those are the same. So I'm gonna put them in now. These are just little knots that I tied. You know, roll out a piece of flour and tie a knot. And here is the so I'm gonna put them in the oven and I'll show you what they look like when they come out. My breads are finished baking, and this is the big one. Still hot. It cooled a little, but I'm gonna turn it out on this you generally have to take it out so it could cool, because it will sweat inside the container if you leave it there. See, it's a big bread. Got that? Big bread. So I'm gonna cut it. Let's cut a slice and see what it looks like. It's still hot. I should wait till it cools. But I can't wait because I'm gonna eat a piece. And here is my bread. Smells good too. It's dense. It's the dough is hard. It's not soft, and it's hard mainly because I roll it out and press out some of the air out of it. So, and these are the rolls. Let me take this one out. These are the rolls, and I'm just gonna pull one apart. Look at that. Very nice. I'm gonna break it in two. Still hot. And eat a piece. Very good. These are the nuts. I already had one of them. What I did after it's baked was just to put a little butter on top of them to keep them moist. And you should put them in a container, in a plastic bag or something, so they don't dry out. Okay? All right.